Listen.
Do you mind if I put my 2 cents in?
No, honey, I don't mind.
Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come here tonight? Rain.
Where's my dough?
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Vibes and Stuff Live in the Morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live June 22nd.
Wow.
Uh-oh. You know what's coming up in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Vibrant Ones, how y'all doing this morning? Unc, how you doing this morning?
Man, I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, man. I'm really good, man.
So how are you feeling about Thursday? I watched a little bit of the show yesterday morning. Andrew College in the building, salute. Danny Landis in the building, salute. Good morning, Vibrant Ones. So yeah, how you feel? How are you feeling? Like, do you feel optimistic? Do you feel like here we go again?
I feel like that song, like from Portrait. Remember that song from Portrait? Here we go, talking about the same thing. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like they're gonna draft another Quentin Grimes tomorrow. I feel like they're gonna trade back and get a weird pick and be like, but we loved him from day one.
Yeah. I don't know if I can stomach that. I'm trying not to bash the organization, even though I know this is a business. And anyone knows, or anyone who's in business knows, that it's all about your bottom line. And no matter what moves the New York Knicks make or don't make, it doesn't affect the bottom line over there at MSG, because those tickets are going to be sold, those packages are going to be sold, those season tickets are going to be sold, those pressers and events are still going to be had, and people are still going to go. So at the end of the day, they don't necessarily have to acquiesce to the fans and really put together a contender. They just have to be decent, because we saw what happened in the fluky season, and we won one playoff game. Bing bong, we're back. Booyah. They ain't winning another game. Oh yeah. And I don't think getting another Quentin Grimes establishes us as a contender. Good morning. Salute Mr. Vince in the building. Delano Steele, the real DSJ. The Public Enemy #1, Savage NYC. Good morning. Salute, Vibrant Ones. Your mic is yeah. Still nothing. Nope.
I'm such a rookie.
Okay.
I am such a rookie. I'm hitting the button. I'm like, what's going on? You know, blah, blah, you know. And then I look over at the thing, and it's because I'm muted.
Okay.
Thank you, stupid mic stand. Thank you, stupid mic stand.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I'm getting off to a rough start, but I'm here. We here.
We are here.
Yeah, man. Man, I'm so sleepy this morning. I don't know what it is. I need to pick me up, man. Yo, chat, tell me a joke. Somebody in the chat make me laugh, man. Somebody write, like, somebody type a joke in the chat. I used to do this in meetings. Sure, you know how in corporate America, you be in meetings all day, like you have a meeting at 7:45 a.m.
Yeah.
And then that meeting lasts until 11. And then you have a meeting from 11 to 12:45. And then you go to lunch for 30 minutes. And then come back for
So
that afternoon meeting. Yeah. Yeah. And then after that meeting, and that's usually like the logistics meeting, like the money meeting. Like, how much are we spending on gas? How much are we paying our drivers? How much is the insurance for the trucks? How much is such and such? How much is it? You know, how far are these trips? Can we send it by mail versus sending it by driver? Can we wire money instead of buying stamps and spending postage? That meeting, right? And then after that meeting, it's the update meeting, like the staff meeting, like how come such and such is not as productive? How come such and such is not as productive as such and such? In that meeting, everybody's in there like, you know what I'm saying?
Because you're worn out.
Yeah, and then you ate lunch and came right back, so you didn't get a chance to eat and smoke a cigarette and walk. You just got like my main man, like my brother from another mother says, you just got the opportunity to throw groceries in your neck. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Subliminal 209 is in the building. Hewlett Samuel, what's good? We see y'all. Hey, Mr. Vince, I appreciate that, man. The Queen's Court, man. I tried to get dressed up, and then I looked at the tie I had on, and I felt like the polka dots were too much. So for those that didn't watch it. But for those that did, won't get a chance to watch it until after this, I had on a red dress shirt. Yeah, I felt like it was a nice dress shirt. You know what I'm saying? And a yellow tie, which, you know, the yellow popped against the red, but the yellow tie had black polka dots. So I think the polka dots were too much. I felt like I was a part of Prince's entourage. I felt like this is what it sounds like when doves cry. You know what I'm saying? When I got on the screen and I was like, shh. That happened to you, Chuck? Like, you thought your outfit was fly? Like you know what I'm saying? I had on tan pants with, you know what I'm saying, with the pinstripes, man. I ain't put no shoes on, though. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna put shoes on. Why don't I put on dress shoes? I'm just be in front of the camera. You know what I'm saying? But Chuck, that ever happened to you? You get dressed up, you think you flies on, and then you get out, you away from home, you like an hour away from home, and then you look, you like, what was I thinking? Mint green and lavender don't go together. That ever happened to you? No. And so it's never happened to Chuck, but it does happen. It does happen to me. It happens to me about once a month, right? Like, like I'll try to dress super modern. Like I'll get dressed up, right? Like
Right.
up top and stuff. I'm gonna be classy, classic.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Nice, crispy dress shirt with
Mhm.
buttons, no cufflinks. Guys, let me tell you something. You do not wear cufflinks. You do not wear cufflinks unless you're wearing a certain type of suit,
Jacket. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. That's a fact.
Cufflinks go with suits, right? Right? And I would even be careful not even to wear cufflinks with blazers, right? Because I got a closet full of blazers, right?
Right.
Closet full of blazers, right? Whatever. Be careful with that too, because certain type blazers, you'll be overdoing it with cufflinks, right?
Right.
But here's the thing. So I'm gonna be classy. So sometimes I'll be like, you know what? You know what would set this outfit off right? If I throw on those red Jordan 11s with this to go to Miss Janice's funeral, and then you get to the funeral and you like, why the hell I got on sneakers? Why do I have on sneakers?
That was my very first question. Like, wait, you're gonna wear what to wear?
But it sounded like a good idea and it looked good in the mirror. Like, you know, because you get dressed in the house. So you don't see what your outfit look like in the sun. That ever happened to you?
Yeah, no, that definitely happened. This ain't the right color blue.
Right.
What was I thinking?
Right.
Ah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. And so or I'll throw on give you an example. I'll go to a Masonic function. I have on
Right.
my black because I got one suit for Freemasonry,
Mhm.
right? And I'll change the suit now. I mean, I ain't wore the same suit for 50 years. I'm just saying that suit for Freemasonry stuff is for Freemasonry stuff. I don't
Right.
wear it for no other stuff.
Right.
So say for instance, if I have to wear a black suit to another thing, I have two black suits. You feel
Okay.
me?
Right.
So say for instance, I go to something with my Illuminati brothers, right? And I be like, you know what will set this outfit off right? Some all black forces. And I'll put on all black forces with my stuff. And someone like, hey, brother Uncle Freezy, can I holler at you for a second? I'm like, yeah, man, sure, man. Well, you know, what's going on? Everything okay? Hey, man, you know, the brothers are just concerned. Like, your feet okay? And I'm like, yeah, my feet fine. What the, you know, what's going on? They saw you with you know, Chuck, tell me if you ever heard this word before. They saw you with the tennis and they didn't know if you was if something was they saw you with the tennis shoes and I'm like, oh man. And so you like nowadays because the thing is it says black shoes. Ain't no certain, you know, it's just all black shoes
Black
is
shoes.
what it
Okay.
is. Right. And I'm like, but I got on all black shoes. They just Nikes.
Right.
Yeah, but you know how the brothers is there, brother Uncle Freezy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh God, dog it. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
man.
sneakers you can get away with sneakers in a suit, but they gotta be the right sneakers.
Yeah. And it's
They,
gotta be
they
the
gotta
right
be
setting too. Yeah, I think it's gotta be the right setting.
absolutely. That definitely matters as well. Definitely.
Yeah. 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 But you know how you want to be, Chuck, you know how sometimes the older fellas will overdo it trying to be hip.
Right.
You ever
Yeah,
that
I
ever
know what's
happened?
going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
the younger brothers will be like the younger bro. I give you an example. I ain't gonna say his name, right? Because I ain't trying to shame nobody. But
Right.
we all going to a place where brother Uncle Freezy got to do some. That part ain't important, right?
Right.
But two of the guys show up, and their shoes ain't black. Like one dude got on black and white shoes, and the other dude got on gray shoes. And automatically, I get out the truck. I see that. I'm like, oh hell no! What is this? You look ridiculous, and you ain't about to embarrass all of us. So I put them in the truck, zoom them down to the little the little strip mall, go in like a little Payless, buy them black shoes, and come back. Cause you ain't about to embarrass no brother Uncle Freezy. No, you know. You ain't about to embarrass brother Uncle Freezy in front of because like some of these functions, right? Some of them be local
Right.
and some of them be international
Right.
functions, but they just be in your neck of the woods,
Okay.
like Columbia, South Carolina.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
but everyone will be there. Right.
Like your people from London, your people from Croatia, your people from Russia, your people from Austria. You know what I'm saying? All these people from your people from Ireland, your people from Scotland, all these people will be there, right? And everybody do the same thing internationally, right? Everybody do the same thing internationally. But our country, our bumpkin ass.
Um.
Hey, yeah, brother Uncle Freezy, I ain't see nothing wrong with these shoes. These my daddy's shoes.
Mr. Shoes. Like, what are you talking about? No, man. Get you a man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for stepping on your story, but sir, no. Absolutely not. I hate when people do that. Like
Right.
if it's black shoes, if you have white in them, they're not black
They're
shoes.
not black shoes.
Like, what are you doing? Oh man, I thought that this was close enough. No, it's not close enough. You either have it or you don't. If you
You
don't have it,
don't.
then guess what? Let's go get some.
You should have called me the night before.
Right.
Now them brothers is like, yo, where brother Uncle Freezy at? Brother Uncle Freezy don't never be late. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they got the attitude with you, like you know, and so they like, you know, but well, no, you can't walk with me today, sir. You got to hang out there back there with them because if you ate up like that over shoes, you ate up on some other stuff. Let me get some people that I know gonna be squared away, right?
Right.
Let me get some. I need some people. I need a brother such and such, and brother said y'all you know. But man, we need practice, man. Why don't you get them young dudes, man? Yeah, your young fellas ain't squared away, bro. They ain't squared away.
Right.
They ain't squared away, so we can't rock with them. They'll learn though if they ever want to be in the spot of like them dudes up there, like Chuck, no lie. A dude from London came to one of our functions, right?
Right.
Right. And I swear to God, hand to the man on a stack of 1,000 Bibles. He looked like Mr. Bentley in the face. You remember Mr. Bentley from the Jeffersons? The neighbor?
Absolutely. Yes.
He looked just like Mr. Bentley, right? and guess what else, Chuck? He spoke just like him.
Oh.
So when as soon as he got up, so he walked to this platform, this thing, right,
Mhm.
with an umbrella. right? We indoors. He used the umbrella to walk up to the thing, right? And so he starts speaking, hello, my name is such and such, and he would sound just like Mr. Bentley. And so he introducing himself and the congregation that he brought with him and the history of the organization that he with and all that stuff. Right. And we sitting there. You know me, I'm sitting there. I got the pose. I'm like, yeah, brother. Like church. The old deacon, the 85-year-old deacon. You remember that show Amen with Deacon Fry?
Yeah, Riley.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. And so he bored us to death, and he was like, when I wrote this down, I knew I was gonna bore y'all to death because he flew. Like when on the plane, we knew that I knew this part was gonna be the boring part. You guys hear so much of this stuff. And so he was like, so I wrote down a few jokes. And so he turns to one of the brothers on the stage that's got the balding thing, kind of like how I got going on. So he says,
Right.
hey, George, can you walk on my back? And we fall out in there. Chuck, you ain't never. So it's like Chuck, it's like 1,100 people in this place. And when he says that, we legit fall out on the floor laughing. And he looks at another guy and says, hey, Ralph, I'm not giving you a tip. Right? And so you just go, hey, yo, it is hilarious, bro. It is hilarious. And what I found, what I got out of that is you can be informational all you want, but some people need some mix of entertainment also. Like no matter how much knowledge you have up here, no matter how much knowledge you have, if people ain't really feeling you, they ain't gonna take what you got to offer. You know what I'm saying? And so for a dude to look like Mr. Bentley and talk like Mr. Bentley, tell jokes about him knowing that he looks and talks like Mr. Bentley was hilarious to me. I mean, hilarious. This dude is like, hey,
he must have heard it so much that he was like, nah, I'm gonna use this to my advantage.
This dude is like 70. At the time, this dude was like 70. So he been hearing this forever. Right? Forever, man.
Forever.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, yeah, man. So when it comes to getting dressed, though, you still gotta understand the setting, man, and where you're going. Like
absolutely.
Like for instance, this young fellow that worked with me, he's clueless. Like he don't have no situational awareness. Right?
Boy, oh boy.
Situational awareness. So he sag his pants. It bothered me, but I ain't tripping.
Right.
It bothered me, but I ain't tripping. But look, if you sagging, bro, don't be around the ladies like, getting down, picking up stuff off the floor, you moving boxes and all that stuff. Because the girls is like, ew. And you're like, what? What y'all saying? Man, I'm fresh. Yeah, nah, bro. You got to have some. You got to have some awareness. You feel me? I mean, I don't get it.
I don't. When I come across people like that, I wonder if they were like sheltered You know what I mean? Like, they almost like lived in a bubble. Because I'm like, how do you not know not to do this? How do you not know not to wear this? Like you, word. Uh,
Right.
a guy. This is definitely in the South, and this is not. And this is not a shot at the South. But a guy walks in the restaurant, right? He hops out. He hops out a 75 Chevy Caprice
Nice.
with some rims that I know cost way more than that car.
Wow.
Probably 10 times what that car is actually worth. They're like 28s or 30s or something. Like he
Right.
literally like hops out.
What about the tires?
The time you could barely see him. It looked like he was just riding around.
So
on the rim.
the tire is expensive too.
Yes.
Because
Super
rims and
skinny.
tires go together. Rims and
Yes.
tires go together.
And people
Yeah,
don't
man.
be understanding, man. When you getting bigger rims, man, the tires
You
tires
getting
go up.
custom tires. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you talking about 28s and 30s on a car,
Yeah.
which is
Oh God.
really not meant for.
I bet you had his transmission replaced at least 3 times.
had to. Had to.
The
But I'm gonna
factory
tell you,
transmission ain't turning no 28s.
no. It was probably a custom built. It was
Might have
probably
been.
it was probably a custom built because he definitely had. I'm not a super duper like car. I am a car dude, and I was like, that's not the original engine that comes in that car. Sounds more like a LS, which I was right. It's a LS,
Right.
a LS swap. So
Right.
I'm pretty sure that the transmission is also a transmission swap. Probably put a 700 or something like that, or maybe even the transmission that came with that LS swap. Wherever he took that car out, a Corvette or maybe even a truck.
Right.
I don't know. But anyway,
Right.
like the guy invested a lot of money. Like this car
Right.
is nice. It's nice, big rims, nice. Hops out, walks in. Everything about this dude says bad decisions, in my opinion.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like he's incredibly sagging. Walks up, he's ordering his food and says to the lady, "Pardon me, chat, but I'm just repeating what he says. Hey, bitch, let me get that old puss ass number 4." Wait, what?
Right.
Sir, that's how you order food? You call the girl, you don't even say
Her
the whole
name.
word.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? You call out her name, then for some reason the number 4 is a
Right.
I'm
Right.
like, I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
you're out of place. Like, sir, like, come on, man. Like, you gotta know you bugging.
Right. Hustle and Flow is a movie. Hustle and Flow's a movie, bro. You can't be trying to talk like man, look, man. Come on, man. And Chuck, like I done told my life story like a bajillion times, right?
Yes, sir.
I feel like everybody here know me, right? Like I was the dude with the Durango on 24s, right? That used to be me. That was me bumping Outcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cass is like my supervisors used to be like, "That's your car?" Like, yeah, that's my car. What? Because in the parking lot, I'm one guy.
Right.
In the building, I'm another guy, right?
Right.
Right. But I didn't understand. My life is like, yo, I'm gonna just be real in here. And then when I get in there, I'm gonna just be, you know what I'm saying, just try to do enough just to get by.
Right.
But what I realize in life is be yourself 24/7. Right? Be yourself 24/7. And what I realized is the guy that I was in the parking lot was not who I wanted to be. I was fronting for other people. I was trying to validate stuff.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like getting people to, oh man, Uncle Freezy riding on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uncle Freezy always be, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get validated, you know what I'm saying, by people
Right.
that don't care, that could care less about me. Right? Right. And the same thing with your boy. Because you don't ride on 28s. You don't ride on 28s to impress yourself.
No.
You trying to impress people. You trying to impress people in the hood. But why?
I don't. That's the thing, man. Broke people stay broke, trying to impress other broke people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have to prove like we're getting money. And this dude is the same. Like, yo, this dude works at the warehouse with us, and it's like, my guy,
Right.
why you fronting like you a dope boy?
Right.
Like, we all got our tax money, bro. So you got a daisy pellet gun on the bed with your tax money spread out and a little crummy bag of weed.
Daisy
Talk
from
about you out here
Walmart.
getting this money.
Yes, Daisy pellet gun from Walmart.
You can clearly see it says Daisy. It's black, but you can see Daisy on the side of it, sir. And you got that. Talk about, yo, you out here getting money. Like, man, you work at the warehouse with us. You work at the warehouse with us. Meanwhile, it's you, your mama, your brother, your sister, and her husband, and y'all cousin,
and her kids.
Then her kids, all staying in a house where there's a
all
hole
stand
in
in
the
an
floor.
18-year-old double wide with air conditioners in the window.
Sir, there was no air conditioners in that building at all.
What?
The only air came from a hole in the floor.
Box
and
fan?
Occasionally you would see, yes, box fans in the windows.
What?
Yes.
Man, look. So
Yes.
they live in the trap. They live in the trap.
Yes. Like, all the yards have grass except theirs. This dirt. I bullshit.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I BS you not, sir.
I bet you they had dogs too.
Some of the dirtiest, filthiest looking mutts. Hey man, you know, Sheba and King, they having puppies, man. You know, I'm letting them go for about $250. Man, I ain't paying you $2.25 for that. And for none of them puppies, man.
I ain't paying you no attention.
Like, ain't nobody want them. Nobody want them dogs, man. Them little mangy looking dogs, man. They dirty.
Yeah, and why? And Chuck, why people with come up dreams have the laziest side hustle? People that have the come up dream have the laziest side hustle. They like,
yes,
like my cousin Chris. I love him, and he hate me, right? Because he say I always be trying to judge people, and I do. Right. He lazy though, Chuck. His mama owned the store. Right. And mind you, this dude is 40. My cousin Chris is maybe 40, about 40.
Okay.
His mama owned the store. His pops owned the store. Right. And then his pops just left. It probably just gone. He just left. Left my cousin. Right. He just left her. Left the store, left all that. Hey man, whatever. People was like, he got turned out and he somewhere living with a man or so. I don't know. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
That's another story for another day. Right?
Yes, sir.
But my man Chris is so hurt by that, Chuck. He 40. He don't do nothing. Guess what his job is. Guess what his business is.
Cutting grass.
He breeds pit bull puppies. He breeds pit bulls.
Man.
Chuck, let me tell you something, man. All right. So I've spoken to professional breeders before. Bro, you have no idea how business-like breeders are.
Oh, yeah.
Right? How professional breeders are, right? Breeders are professional. Just because they handle dogs don't mean they not business people. But not Chris. Not Chris. He come up to me talking about, Mama won't let me borrow $800. She know I need these $800 for these dogs. I'm going to pay her back when I sell these puppies off. And so I'm like, Chris, if you don't take your dumb ass to the unemployment office, you know what I'm saying? He's like, cuz you think cuz you bigger than me that you don't, I ain't scared of you, cuzzo. And I'm like, bro, I'm not telling you this. I'm not doing you like this because I'm trying to put the Timmy on you. What human being walk around trying to put the Timmy on people all the time? Would you like
miserable?
Yeah. Like who walk around trying to be Debo, putting the Timmy on everybody? Ain't nobody trying to put the Timmy on people, man. I'm saying my cousin work every day. Like she opened up the store, and Chuck, she right around here not right around with me and Mo at, but she probably about 15, 20 miles away. Right? Okay. About 15 to 20 miles away. I get 20 miles away. Right?
Right.
She opened up the store at 5:30. She don't leave the store until 7 o'clock every day. Every day. And they're like, oh man, why you leaving? Family Feud about to come on. Man, such and such on the pool table. She been in there since 5:30 in the morning. Leave at 7 o'clock at night. Being there is half sleep sometime. Being there about to burn up the chicken. You know what I'm saying? Because she being there. Think about how many hours that is in a day, bro.
Yeah, man. That's,
you know
what I'm saying? Yeah.
And this lazy scoundrel won't even this lazy scoundrel won't even run the cash register. Each time, man, I gotta watch them dogs. I gotta watch these dogs, man.
Why you gotta watch the dogs?
Cause he's sorry. And look, Chuck, listen, man. Hey, Mr. Vince, hey, 69 vibes, all y'all, man. I know y'all got family, some kind of family member that, or multiple family members, because I got many of them like that, right? That they so sorry, man. They won't hit a lick at a snake, man. They just sorry. They just sorry, man. Like you raising pit bull. How long you been doing, man? I've been doing this for a long, man. I've been doing this about 6 or 7 years, and you still broke.
He's not. He just waiting for his dog to have puppies so he can sell them. He ain't breeding them. That's a different. It's a big difference, man. Like I've seen dog breeding operations in the South. As a matter of fact, my cousin got me a child for my birthday. I was probably like 12.
Okay.
All my other cousins had pit bulls, and I was like, man, I want a pit bull too, and he was like, nah, man, you know, get you something different because because people were fighting their dogs, right?
Right.
So he was like, man,
And I'm not a fan of that, by the way, either. But I understand.
I'm not a fan of it either.
Right.
Not at all. Let my dog get man, heck no.
Right.
So I love my dog too much. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, we'll get you a different dog. He said, you want a child? I said, yeah, sure. So we rode down to Aiken, South Carolina.
Right.
To this guy's house, man, that was breeding these dogs. And when I tell you this is a legit, man, I have never, ever in my life seen an all-white chow, ever. And he specialized in those because they're like the albinos of the, because they're usually going to be either cinnamon or they're going to be like a chocolate looking color.
Right.
And he was specifically getting those dogs and breeding them to he could get them to have litters of all white chows. And you know how long he said it took him? 10 years.
I was gonna say at least 8 litters. At least 8 litters.
And my dog, I had to go inside of a building. They pulled out a drawer, which is an incubator, asked me which one I wanted. I picked one. They put a clamp on his ear and around his neck and said, in 8 weeks, you can come back and get him.
Yep. In 8 weeks too. And 8
weeks.
56
They're not playing.
Days.
Yep.
56 days. They not talking not 50 days, not 47 days, not 60 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got because if Chuck ever touched that dog beforehand, the mama gonna try to kill that puppy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you wash it too early, if it get the scent, if it get her scent off of it, anything, she gonna try to kill it or she won't feed it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trust. I know. I'm with you.
When I got that dog, it wasn't. I just paid someone some money and they hand over dog. Like I got papers for the dog, I got shot records for the dog, all that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I have friends that, you know, since we've been young, have been raising pit bulls specifically.
Right.
But when they get dogs, when they buy dogs or they stud dogs, it's in the thousands of dollars.
Right.
Like,
right.
I know, like, dogs were costing the people $10,000, and it was what bloodline is that? Is that Red Boy? Is that Jocko? Is that Jeep? Is that Kobe? Like, it made a difference on the prices of you getting these dogs. But if you go into the flea market and you buying a dog because it's pretty, and then you see another one and you buy it, and then you think you're gonna breed them and charge a bunch of money for them,
nah, sorry.
To a fool, maybe somebody that don't know no better,
right?
But people that are actually looking for these dogs, nah, man. Right. Well, what kind of dog you got? Is it a working dog? Is it a sporting dog?
Right.
Does it hunt?
Right.
Because that's what pit bulls were used for. But anyway,
because it's a terrier. That's what terriers do.
Right. So, and if you're not giving a dog like that daily activity, something to do, and love, you are babysitting a ticking time bomb.
Right.
Because it's only a matter of time before it bites someone. Not because it's overly aggressive. It just has all this pent up aggression that it can't get out. Yeah, man, I got them here, man. I love my dogs. The dog is on a rusty chain in the backyard. What are you talking about?
Right. Chain to a cinder block.
Your mama had to come out here 2 times while we was under this tree and say, boy, you need to go feed that dog.
Right.
That's your dog.
She feeding the dog grits from this morning because you ain't gave the dog no dog food. You feeding him Old Roy. You know what I'm saying? You legit ran out of Old Roy because you broke and your mama out there giving him them cold grits out the grit pot. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Come
much.
on, bro. Yeah, come on, bro. You can't do that, man. Certain stuff you just can't do, bro.
No, man, you just can't. I have a little cousin, that fell into that trap too. But I know he saw us doing it. Like, we always had dogs, and we always had a lot of dogs, but it was usually because Chuck would find dogs side the road in a tire, and he'll just bring them home. Like, the breed didn't matter to me. Like, I wasn't one of those people like, it got to be this. All right, come on. Right. So he decided,
and we give him an old school name too. We'll find an old mutt and hey Roscoe.
Yes.
Hey Charlie.
That was my uncle. That was my uncle dog. He loved. I couldn't tell you what kind of dog it was, because it looked like so many different things on different occasions. But man, where Charlie at? Y'all make sure y'all feed Charlie. Man, that's if Charlie comes back. Because we didn't believe putting in dogs on chains. Like, let them run. They come back. They don't. Oh, well.
If you love them, if them dogs feel love, they'll always come back.
And
if they feel love, so Chuck, right?
Yes.
All right. So Billy loved his dog so much that when he had a stroke and was in the hospital, Mr. Billy, right? That's what they call him. He had a stroke, whatever. He ain't never ate right. People, but people are like, man, you know your blood sugar. I mean, not blood sugar. I'm sorry. Like, Billy, your blood pressure be sky high, and every time you drink a beer, now you down here eating pig foot. And when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. No, Bill, don't, because he be good. Like, you be like, Chuck, he the one that talked to you like when he say, "Ain't God good?" You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, you know. And then soon as it get about dusk dark, and everybody be popping them cans. Just let me get one for the road. That's how you talk. Let me get one for the road. You know what I'm saying? And you give him an old Coors Light, and the next thing you know, it's dark. And he talking about back in my day, and be like, man, Billy, man, you said you was about to hit this road. Yeah, you bought 12 Coors Lights in talking about 1962. I'm telling you, I was there with Dr. Kane. You wasn't there with no damn Dr. Kane. Your lying ass. I'm telling you, we was in Jackson, Mississippi. Man, your ass, you was not there with no damn. Your lying ass. Chuck, I swear, Chuck, my man is like, and we all know people like that, right? Right. But like for instance, y'all probably telling, not you per se, Chuck, but somebody probably in the chat or somewhere is like telling stories about Uncle Freezy. Like, Uncle Freezy got a story for every situation. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what somebody is saying about me in they separate conversations, right? I know a dude that got a story for every situation. And so, but as I talk about Mr. Billy, right? Billy, like, Chuck, he asked me if he should start preaching. And I said, if the Lord call you, you got to go. And I'm like, Billy, ain't no way you telling me that you told Martin Luther King to become a preacher. Right?
Oh boy. Oh, Chuck, boy.
Chuck, I'm telling you, this is this dude, Chuck. This is this dude. He be telling these stories. You're like, man, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? and so anyway, he be down there and he's like, man, hey, Billy, go on to the house, man. Go on, get in the road. You ain't gonna tell me I'm a grown man. Billy, man, Billy, look, man. You done drunk you done drunk so much beer, your damn pants done start to be high water. Pull your damn shoes up and go and get the road now. Chuck, you ain't never been around somebody when they start drinking, all they do is hike their pants.
Yeah, pull his hands up.
Yeah. And they be wearing their work shirt with their name on it, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Billy, go on to the house now, because you know, Clarence ain't gonna wait for you in the morning. Clarence gonna blow that horn twice, and if you ain't coming out that door that second time he blow the horn, he gone, right? Because you know how people ride together to go to work, right? You know what I'm saying? People ride together for long. People ride together for years. They have an arrangement. You know what I'm saying? That be their arrangement. Like one person drive, the other person pay the gas. That's just just how it works.
Yeah.
Billy be like, so Billy messed around and had a stroke, right? All his sisters, because it's him, he the only boy, right? And his sisters, all of them got married and moved out of town, right? Billy lived by himself.
Right.
Billy messed around and had a stroke. He in the hospital crying, Chuck. You know why? Because he don't know who gonna feed Buck. He up there trying to get up out the bed. Who gonna feed? And you know how you have a stroke, your motor skills ain't all the way back initially.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he like, who gonna feed Buck? And they like, man, you need to worry about getting who gonna feed you? But you worried about Buck. And I ain't gonna lie, Chuck, we don't know what kind of dog Buck was, bro. He was like the dog with the split color on his face, and then the eye was a color, and then the opposite ear would be a different color. He got all the mutt tendencies.
Yes.
He got all the mutt tendencies. Like he got the skinny face with a big chest.
Yes.
Like, what kind of dog got a skinny face and a big chest? What did you have? You
something.
you have Concorso and half Doberman. I mean, what?
He might be. Yeah.
He probably was.
He might be.
Corso. He got a Corso chest and a Doberman nose.
That's a terrible dog, by the way. That's a terrible
looking dog.
That's a terrible looking dog.
But Buck was so smart. Buck was so smart, bro. Buck was like, he know exactly when everybody putting their scraps out on their back porch. Because Buck is like, the neighborhood dog.
Yeah.
You know how everybody eat and wash the dishes and mop their floor, kitchen floor, and all that stuff, and then they put the scrap out back.
Right.
Buck got a schedule. Buck got a routine.
It's about that time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Buck ate good, and old Billy in the hospital talk about who gonna feed Buck. You in there, you done had a stroke because you down the road eating pig foots, knowing you ain't supposed to be eating pork, knowing you got high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Now you in the hospital talking about who gonna feed Buck. And my cousin so stupid, man. My cousin so dumb. I think my cousin touched. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people say, the old women be like, don't beat him up. You know he touched. You know what I'm saying? He in the hospital picking on Billy after Billy done had a stroke. Now Billy had a stroke and got a problem talking, right? So he in the hospital mocking Billy in the hospital after Billy done had his thing. Now I'm so mad at him, I could just punch him through a window, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could just punch him through a window, right? But my man is in the hospital picking on Billy, talking about ain't nobody gonna feed that dog. That dog gonna die. I mean, he just
Why are you doing that, man?
right, right, right. So hey, Soulfinger was good. What's good, Soulfinger? Yeah, man. Why you gonna pick on Billy? Billy in the hospital, and Billy ain't gonna listen to nothing the doctor say. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, he lived by himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Two, the reason why he got there is because he ain't listening to no doctors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, but
Yeah.
anyway, I said that to say, man, I understand what you're saying about the dogs and such.
Yeah.
I love them, bro. I love the dogs, man, but I got one dog right now, Gaston. He is a mix of everything. And then I got a dog, Benny. He's purebred pit bull. I just posted a video today on Benny YouTube page.
Okay.
So yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like dogs are dogs to me.
Yeah.
I
people
don't.
are people to me.
Yeah, people are people. Like, yo, I'm not just your friend because you all black. Both of your
Right.
parents are black. Like, nah, man. It is what it is. Me personally, some of the best dogs and the dogs that I've had the longest, the dogs that lived the longest, were absolute mutts. Like the mother was a mutt, the father was a mutt.
Yeah,
Like,
they survivors.
yeah, like those dogs, and they be smart. They be very smart. You take your time with them. You have a very very capable animal on your hands. So
Right.
anyway, like my little cousin, he wanted to, you know, breed pit bulls, and then his mom was like, "Hey, he done brought another dog here, another dog.
Right.
You need to talk to him." So when I finally got to South Carolina, um, I looked at these dogs. I was like, "Man, them ain't no pit bulls."
Right.
I was like, "Those are not pit bulls. What you got, sir? I don't know who told you that. I don't know why you bought them." I was like, "Oh, these dogs are deformed."
Right.
I was like, "No wonder you got them." I was like, "You bought a pit bull for $75."
Yeah. You bought a dog for $75.
You bought a dog. I was like, man, they were something. They were clearly mixed, like a
Right.
bulldog and something else. And it's
They
like,
they they,
man,
they have you seen the new bullies people making the new bully
yes.
breed they making?
Oh yeah, the
Were, were,
pocket pits.
were they that like the broad, like the bulldog looking,
Yeah, they were
or what?
definitely.
I'm sorry.
Come to find out, what the dog was a bulldog and a Rottweiler mix. That's what the dog ended up being, because after some investigating, and it was like, oh no, he got them dogs from Sunny. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, man, I know exactly what dog, because back then when people had really big dogs, they would name them these ridiculous names like Monster
Yeah.
and Zeus and
Yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zeus was a dog that used to chase us, literally. He was a monster. You can see him down the road. You like, God, that's whatever that is. That's big.
Right.
And as you get closer, you like, yo, that's a bear. Nope.
Yeah.
No, he was a Rottweiler mixed with an American bulldog, and
Right.
he was humongous in width, not height, but
Right.
in width. Like
Right. Wide.
he was wide.
Burly. Yeah.
Yes, and he chased the bus every day,
See, yeah.
single day, every
And
single
see,
day.
I
And it was
I
like,
just
yo,
don't
miss,
like.
just drop us off in front of the house. Don't drop
Yeah.
us off here.
Right.
And she said, well,
And
what
see,
if I go down that dirt road and get stuck? Ain't nobody gonna come help me get out of this. I was like,
yeah, she got a
man.
point. She got a point. She got a point. She got a point. Yeah.
So this is where he got some of the puppies from, and then he got some that he bought from the flea market. And I'm like, you think you're gonna breed these and charge people 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever you think you're gonna be able to charge them for these? These ain't.
Right.
Come on, man.
I know.
Come on, man. And he didn't know. Like, again, people don't know. Like, yo, you have to give your dog. A dog is a puppy until they're 2 years old. That's when they're mature, and you should not breed them before then.
Right.
But people do,
especially them girls.
You know what I mean? And so what happened was the dog got pregnant, and the dog only had one puppy.
Right.
I said, because she's too young, man.
Right.
Like, stop. Like, first of all, you need to have 2 kennels to separate the girls from the boys when they're in heat.
Right.
He don't know that.
Just because they're in heat don't mean they ready.
No. They're in heat. Like it's a natural thing that's going to occur whether they want it to or not. It's going to happen twice a year, for sure. Right? So make sure you have them separated. He don't know to do that, right? Why are these dog? You can't have these dog houses on the ground, man. You got to elevate them so that when it gets cold, they're not laying on that cold ground.
On that cold ground, right?
Bro, why you ain't got no padding, you ain't got no hay, you ain't got none of this stuff inside here. Oh, okay. All right. So what are they drinking situation? That green bucket over there?
Yeah.
That 5-gallon bucket that you cut in half and they all gotta go now it's all green around it.
Right. It full of rainwater?
Yes.
That's
That's the tree frog hopping out of that bucket, man.
You talking about my cousin Chris? You know my cousin Chris, don't you? You talking about my cousin Chris, ain't it?
All right, so where's the dog food? Yo, I bull crap you not. He has bags of dog food like he feeding a Shih Tzu or a Chihuahua. These little bags. He got like 4 of these little bags of dog food on the back porch. Talking about, he get him 1 cup of food a day.
Hey man, you got to let dogs eat. I'm sorry. I know some people tell me like, hey man, you got to train the dog, man. The dog just got to eat what you give him. No, man, no. Because I see your fat ass walk to the refrigerator all the time. Right. And then you talk about a dog. And this is me talking to my cousin now. He like, man, Uncle Freezy, you think I ain't scared of you, Uncle Freezy. And I'm like, bro, I listen, man. This ain't even what this is about. This is supposed to be man to man. Clearly, this is man to boy, right? Because you asking your mama for scraps from the store so that you could feed your dogs, and you ain't trying to give her no money. You won't even run the register. When she be tired, she be in there tired. Like Chuck, when she got a doctor's appointment or something, she gotta close the store. And this fool be home smoking, playing PlayStation, and he 40. Talking about he a dog breeder.
He ain't no dog breeder. See, that's just like the dude that say he a rapper, but he don't got no music out. You always got to find him. Like, yo, bro, man, I'm about to hit the stew.
Yeah. Yeah, but stay at the club. I don't know how he get in the club. I don't know how you get in the club with no money. How you buying drinks with no money?
Like what the? Something ain't right here.
Always in the club. Always in the club.
Yeah, man.
and stay talk about my other cousins. Talking about y'all old working ass, you know what I'm saying? Always doing that to my cousins, right? My cousin, he gay. Let's just put it like that. I'm trying to describe it, but I think he
All right.
gay and don't want to admit it. Right.
Okay.
Right. So he do hair. Right. The girls in there be like, you know, you like that boy. He like, I don't like boys. Like, I don't like boys. Right. This is what really, you don't like boys because you damn sure don't like girls. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
Right.
that's another story. Right. But what I'm
Right.
saying is you ain't got the, hey man, listen. When it comes to Tonio might be sweet, but Tonio don't never miss no days from work. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He always paying his bills. Tonio neat. Tonio always be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Tonio got his stuff together. Now, Tonio ain't the most masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Freezy, I got a flat tire. Well, change it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, right. Tonio like, Uncle Freezy, I think I got a flat tire. And I'm like, hey boy, go change that tire. And they be like, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know. Anybody never taught me how to change no tire. It just, but anyway, but Tony, look, Chris ain't gonna do. Chris lazy. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't bought nothing. He ain't gonna never be nothing, right? Because he's 40, right? And my cousin, she's in her 70s, right? She had him late. She had him late, and she trying to. I'm like, why you still run the store? She like, and this is her, and I understand where she's coming from. She like, if I close the store, what else am I gonna do? I can't just sit around the house. But because you've been working your whole life, you ain't just gonna retire and do what? So now you like, I feel you. I feel you on that, right? Because even with me, if I, if God bless me to get into my 70s, that's probably like, you know what I'm saying, a few years, just a small handful of years away.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably still would want to do stuff like this. You
Right.
feel me? And
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Chris ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't never worked. He ain't never want to work. He always been trying to.
You can't get through life like that, man. I found that out. After joining the military, because I was a coaster. I can't even front,
Right.
and it was only because I was afraid of letting people down and letting myself down. So I just did enough where people didn't really expect much from me. But then when I did do things like, oh man, I didn't know you could do that.
Right.
That type of dude, right?
Right.
Because things came so easy, I could just pick up on it and I could just do it like whatever. But when there are people that are depending on you, you can't be a half behind flaky dude. You either in or you out. People got to know what's what with you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, could depend on it.
Right.
And will depend on it. You know what I'm saying? And so that made me change the way I view things. Personally, there's no way my mom would still be working the store. She'd have been stopped.
Right.
Like whatever the store is now, I'd have been trying to strategically over the years make it better than what it is. We would have had another location somewhere by now where I could be that person that don't really have to get up to do anything, because those two things are.
But that ain't her dream though, Chuck. That ain't her like. So you have an
I'm saying that's her
aspiration.
son.
Right. That's what I'm saying. As her son, you have an aspiration.
Right.
Right. With her, she had ownership of something.
Right.
Right. Because she didn't have no kids until she had Chris dumbass. Right. She was constantly trying to get pregnant, Everybody, all her little sisters having her little sisters having twins, having babies. They just popping out. She always at the baby shower. You know, I remember that. She always at the baby shower bringing stuff, man, and holding everybody babies and like, oh, that's my baby right there. And then one day I get the call, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? She got company. Everybody celebrating. We cooking out. Finally, it's her turn. She got company. Right? You know what I'm saying? And so
Okay.
the thing that she had was the store. Everybody was having babies and families and all this stuff. She with a jerk of a husband.
Mhm.
He wasn't really, he wasn't a okay, let me put it this way. He wasn't a consistent jerk. He was a jerk when things went wrong. Like he was good. He fair weather. That's what he
Okay.
was.
Fair weather
So
friend. All right.
yeah, so he was good, man. Listen, salt of the earth. Look, Sammy, hey, salt of the earth, dude. Right? And sorry about saying your name, bro. I mean, I know you probably gonna want to beat me up because I'm about to talk shit about you, but whatever. He's like a salt of the earth, dude, right?
Mhm.
Until something went wrong, and he wanted to blame everybody until everything got back right. Right?
Mm.
Right? Like as long as things
Mm.
was going good on the job, long as things was going good at the store, long as that,
Right.
he like, everything good. I mean, and genuine. But when
Right.
things went wrong, he like panicked. Like you know people like that. Like when something go wrong, people get outside of themselves. They don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's him. That's him. And so
Okay.
I think what happened is I think he got sick and laid off. It's like a weird. He got sick. Find out that he was like have to have like a surgery or something.
Okay.
Nothing major. Nothing major like um life altering. But for
Right.
them it was because they had never had no nothing like that happen to them. And
Right.
then he got laid off. Right. And so now it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I do? What am I do? And you're like, you do like everybody else. You try to get better and you try to find another job. Who gonna pay for this house? Hey man, you gotta take it one day at a time. You just gotta take it one day at a time, man. Because even if you start working your new job today, you ain't gonna get paid. You got to put a week in the hole anyway.
Yep. Probably 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, and they raised that sorry to Chuck.
But
You
see,
sorry.
but you have to. Once you told the backstory to your cousin, how 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 it was difficult for her to have a kid, that I can relate to because I have a family member that was like that, and so her son is a piece of garbage. Like
Right,
he is the worst kind of person. Like his father was very business oriented, similar to your cousin. Like he
right,
knew he understood business, right?
right.
So uh my aunt would coddle her son because it took her so long to get him. So he was like the miracle baby, right?
Right,
And
right,
it's like the miracle baby could do no wrong. But now he 50 something and he's still like he's 17, man. Like
right,
he's like his pops paid for a two family brownstone off of Eastern Parkway here in Brooklyn.
okay,
70,000 back in the 60s, 70s, whenever they came up here, right?
right.
House was paid for. You know, this fool took out a mortgage, took out two mortgages on that house and lost it.
Why would you take out a second mortgage?
No
If
reason.
If you need money that bad, why would you take out a second? If you're not taking out a second mortgage to reinvest in the property, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you take out like say for instance, you want to remodel something, you
Right.
take out a second mortgage, you want to repave the driveway, you know what I'm saying? You want to redo the fencing, all that stuff.
Mhm.
And I could see, you know what I'm saying, taking out a second mortgage, but you talking to somebody who was in that industry, right?
Right.
Yep. You know what
Like
I'm
it,
saying?
it,
I did.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. All I was going to say is, yeah, someone from your standpoint, like you understand, like it. If you're not doing that, then there's no need to take it out because he didn't fix anything.
Right.
Like the house was falling. The house was falling apart. He wasn't paying the taxes, and he
Oh
has
God.
money to pay the taxes because I don't want to. So let's just say he gets 50 grand every quarter,
Right.
and that's from real estate investments that his father made when his father was a young man. Him and his brothers bought a bunch of land, and now that land is occupied by several businesses that pay them monthly rent.
Right. Right.
And so they like these people are paid, man. Um, they like I'm like paid like when their children get married, they pay for the wedding and pay for their houses to get built. That's
Okay.
these men, right?
Right.
But his son, this dude let the house go, the sold his dad's car, so he can buy a cheap, well not cheap, but a used luxury car
Right.
that stayed in the shop. Stayed in the shop.
He bought a. Hey, Mr. Vince, you remember Sterling's? Drive a red Sterling in seats recline. Chuck, you remember Sterling's?
Sterling's were like the terrible version of the Acura Legend. Like they were, yeah, I remember Sterling's. Yeah, yeah.
I remember Dope Boys was buying Sterling's and
Sterling,
Delta 88s.
Sterling. Around my way, there was Sterling's, Isuzu iMarks,
Yep. Yep.
Jettas,
Yep.
Saabs, and the Audi 100, then the 5,000, or 5,000, then the 100. One of the two. Like
Yeah.
those were the
Yeah.
popular cars around there.
I had a Saab. I had a Saab. They used to. Yo, you remember? I told you. Did I ever tell you about the time I bought a Saab and they used to call my Saab? She was black, but they used to call it grape soda. They
Oh
used to call
yeah,
my Saab grape
because
soda
the window,
because the
the
tint was
window
bubbling.
tint were bubbling. Yeah.
they they used to legit call my Saab grape soda.
Oh,
Dudes is crazy like Welch's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Hey, Mr. Vince, I'm not able to go to Sim's thing, and it's because I have to work Friday. We have an unexpected logistics thing going on early Friday morning. If I tried everything I could do today to get out of it, and I can't. Right? Because it just like y'all know how it is. People want reports to be done. Somebody
right,
losing money. Somebody got to answer for the loss of money. And now it's like, it's all hands on deck. And ain't no way I can get out
right,
of it. And there's no way I can get out of it. Right? Because the thing is I'm usually off on Fridays and Saturdays, right?
right,
Going Sundays or whatever. And I took off Wednesday and Thursday thinking I could be off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right?
right.
And I look on my schedule and, just chill, like see if somebody left a message for me. And I see stuff all day.
What you gonna do?
Go to work, keep a job.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Keep a job.
Exactly.
So yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean,
I
there's nothing I can do about that.
might walk over to the Barclays tomorrow.
Okay.
I might.
Okay.
It depends. It depends if I'm able to walk. Well, I should be able to walk. I think they're probably gonna limit a lot of the traffic coming
Okay.
up. What you call it? But anyway, I might do that.
Okay.
Just to say I'm in the building. I really don't care,
Right.
because if I don't hear what I want to hear tomorrow,
If I don't hear with the number 4 pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Jaden Ivey, I don't care about nothing else. Ain't nothing else you can tell me, bro.
yeah. So if I was listening to you yesterday, and I was like, geez, I wish I could have been on, but I can't.
Right.
And as soon as I said that, I had to call my Uncle Earl. So anyway, I'm listening, and I feel you, and I feel you 100%, man. It's time to get a star in here, and if
It's time to get
that
a
means
star.
moving up, I wouldn't want to trade away any of the 2023 picks, but if I had to put Dallas's pick and some other stuff and people to get up there, you do that, because you're taking a gamble on a guy with extremely high upside that can potentially be the superstar that you've been craving. Because guess what? We're going to have to pay a price regardless. If we want a star, we're going to have to pay a price regardless. Whether it's that means bodies in a trade to move up,
Right.
bodies in a
Right.
trade to get someone else's disgruntled star, or the free agent market where we're going to have to overpay just to entice them to come. So you got to pick your poison of which you're going to pay either way. So how you want it? Tell me, how do you want it? You know what I mean? If I'm not hearing us moving into that top 5, getting one of the projected bona fide superstars, then I don't want a team. I don't want another ham sandwich. I already got enough of that.
Right. What?
You know?
We don't need a Yogi Bear picnic, bro.
No.
What we need with a Yogi? What do we need with a kindergarten field trip? Right. I don't have nothing against kindergartners or field trips or chaperones. Right.
No.
But what I'm saying is enough is enough at some point, man. You got 10 dudes 24 years or younger, right? You're gonna leave this draft with 12 dudes 24 years or younger, and none of them have the potential to. Let me equate it to this. None of these guys have the potential to be Kendrick Lamar, right?
Right.
And none of these dudes have the potential to be a Kendrick Lamar, a Drake, a Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? What's my man from North Carolina? I keep forgetting his name.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. No, we got a whole bunch of Wale's, right?
Whoa.
We got a whole bunch of Wale's, right?
Whoa.
We have
Whoa.
we have no Rick Rosses, no Vince Staples, right? Right. We got a bunch of dudes like Wale though.
But
right?
Wale's dope though.
I like Wale. I didn't say he was bad. I'm saying that he's above average. I don't think he's in the same category.
Now I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we have bad talent. I'm saying they're talented. They're just not on that. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's where and that's when I speak of talent acquisition, I'm talking about real talent. Like we can't have a roster of the same thing. I know you'll say, well, then you'll be able to trade the guy away and you won't be missing him because you got another guy there just like him. But bro,
But what about on game night?
right. There's not going to be much variation because everyone does the same thing. So you're not going to expect the guy behind to give you a lift when he's just like the guy that he's replacing.
It's duplicitous.
Yeah.
It's the reason why me and why Chuck and I choose to do this dolo, right? Because
Right.
if this panel had 5 dudes that did the same talk, walk the same walk, all that same experiences, it's too duplicitous.
Right.
There's no variety.
Right.
So, ladies, if you're watching and you want to be on the panel, come on
through. Holla
Come on
at your boy.
in. Holla at your boy.
The water's warm.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, just saying, man, like, why do we need people are like, yo, I want Johnny Davis. Johnny Davis is the same thing as Grimes and RJ. Really? He is in the middle of RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes. He's not as good as RJ, and he's better than Quentin Grimes.
Nah. Nah. we need the elite talent now.
Right.
Like we have we have the potatoes, we have the carrots and broccoli. We got the drink. Yo, we need the main dish.
Right.
We got the sides. We got the appetizers. We need the main dish. And these guys aren't it.
No, they are not it.
Pigs in a blanket is not a meal. It's an appetizer.
No, ham sandwiches. Shout out to Ron from Still Knicks fans too. By the way, I was on a panel with the Queen for the Queen's Court, and they were doing a draft special breakdown of point guards. And I tried to hold my tongue and not say ham sandwich on somebody else's YouTube channel, Chuck, but I couldn't help it. Right, I legit was in physical pain when I heard somebody say a certain player's name. I was like, oh. And it was like, oh, Uncle Freezy about to say it. No, I'm not. Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Sub says you guys are trading RJ the 11th and next year Knicks first. For who?
No, that's too much for Jaden Ivey, and I think the Kings know that. Based on the offers that we've been hearing, so we heard John Collins in a late first. Atlanta maybe looking to trade up. We also hear like multiple picks in the 20s to move up. And so, yeah, I honestly think RJ is a better player than John Collins, because I think you can go get a John Collins. John Collins is a gourmet ham sandwich. John Collins is a
ham sandwich with gravy poured on it.
Yeah, and very good bread on a baguette. Right?
Oh, I love these analogies. This is hilarious.
Yeah, that's just what it is, though. John Collins is a ham sandwich that you get from Uptown. He's an uppie. He's an uppie ham sandwich. You know how so y'all ever notice that the ham sandwiches you get from Uptown cost more than the sandwiches you get from Midtown, and they the same thing? You're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this sandwich? Why is this one in Uptown $8.99 and that one in is $7? You're like, what? And listen, and people from the tri-state area, don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about, because y'all spend $30 on pizza. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
What is it called? Bruschetta. I think
Yeah.
that's the fancy ham, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Somebody correct me.
Slice really thin. Yeah.
Prosciutto ham. Yes,
Prosciutto. Yeah.
prosciutto
Yeah.
ham. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he's a prosciutto sandwich with Swiss on it. Prosciutto and Swiss on a baguette. It's still a damn ham sandwich.
It's still a ham sandwich, man.
It's still a ham sandwich.
Oh man.
Yo,
Yeah.
since we talking about food, I've been meaning to ask you this for a couple of months, and every time we get on the show, I forget. Yo, if you got the money and you got the time, right? Nowhere to go. What is your go-to meal? Like what is your go-to sandwich? Like what is your I ain't talking about like, you know what I'm saying, going to Brooklyn, getting a steak dinner and all that. I'm talking about like, you know what I'm saying, a movie about to come on. Say, so it's about 11:15 now, right? Damn, man, we've been
Right.
on for a while. It's about 11:15 now. You know the movie coming on at 2:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, yo, okay, Crush Groove coming on at 2:30. Yo, I'm gonna run and get me a what? What are you gonna get?
2:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
I'm probably gonna get chicken over rice,
Ooh.
white sauce, hot sauce,
Ooh.
toasted pita bread, and probably a sparkling water.
Okay. Chad, what's your go-to? What's your go-to? Well, tell me what y'all go to. Like say for instance, all your homies is out of town. Say it's like Labor Day weekend, everybody left, and your favorite joint about to come on TBS at 2:30, and you just gonna want to run out and get something. Tell me what's your go-to. Whoo, wait.
Yeah.
Lamb and chicken over rice?
Yeah.
With white sauce?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
What's the portion? I know y'all getting that from the cab stand. Oh, well, not the cab stand. Not the cab stand. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. But there's a couple of spots where I saw where cabbies just pull through there. You know what I'm saying? It's like
same
dudes
people.
Yeah, it's like cabs and bike people that's coming through trying to get the meal quick. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I ain't mean to say it. Man Child says Philly cheese.
Philly cheese.
Man.
Here's the thing. Philly cheese, I gotta be in the mood for a Philly cheese. And if Chuck is in the mood for a Philly cheese, me and a female friend drove to Philly 1:00 in the morning.
Wow. Wow.
They get Philly cheesesteaks. But yeah. Philly cheesesteaks are, but I got to be in the mood for that for sure. How about you, Ron? That's Brooklyn is really from Brooklyn, baby. Pork fried rice with chicken wings cut up with hot sauce all over it. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I will probably say for me a vegetable hibachi. Right? With mushrooms and peppers and onions. You know what I'm saying? Broccoli, sliced carrots. You know what I'm saying? With lo mein instead of rice.
Okay.
with lo mein al dente. Okay, I just don't like limp noodles, bro. You know what I'm saying? Limp noodles bother me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that vegetable hibachi with the steamed veggies, the grilled veggies off the flat iron. You know what I'm saying? Off that, like how you do your Philly cheesesteak,
Oh,
bro. With all the grill or all the veggies like right there on the grill, and then they put the al dente noodle on it and turn it over, bruh. I'm mashing that. I'm gonna have to get two because I might start eating one on the way home. You know what I'm saying? I be at the light, and the car be smell just the car be smelling like hibachi grill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
That or I will get the Impossible ground beef and do a Philly
Okay.
cheesesteak with that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's
But
one of my things too of late. The ground, the beyond the meat ground beef with a
right,
bunch of onions and peppers and oh man, that thing be good.
be banging, bro. Be banging. I've been meaning to ask you. I've been meaning to ask you that too, because I wanted to ask you another thing too. I guess
Yeah.
I'll ask it now, and maybe we can save it for tomorrow or another joint.
Okay.
Hey, Chuck, do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
Do you have a go-to drink? Like
Jack
say for
Daniels.
instance,
It's
huh?
simple. Jack Daniels. We ain't got to go around the bend. Jack Daniels. That Chuck is a whiskey drinker. If I can't get
Right.
Jack Daniels, I'm drinking Ever Williams. If I can't drink Ever Williams, I'm drinking Jim Beam. If I ain't drinking Jim Beam, I'm drinking Uncle Nearest. So yeah. Boom, boom, boom,
Somehow,
boom.
some way, you're gonna get your hands on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I like wine, right?
Yes, sir.
After like a stressful day of something, like I could be getting stressed and my mind to be on wine, right? My mind to be like, I gotta get my hands on some type of wine, right?
Hmm.
But I really like ports, right? I
Right.
like the taste of a port and a cigar together. To me, to me, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, but a lot of people do it. And don't knock it till you try it. But a cheap port and an expensive cigar is like apple pie a la mode. You can't beat it, bro. Like if you ever had a homemade apple pie fresh out the oven and Breyer's vanilla ice cream or Bluebell vanilla bean ice cream on top. That is what a cheap port and an expensive cigar is like, right? So for the weed smokers, I tell you what, for the weed smokers, um, it is like I don't know. I just think weed sucks, bro.
Oh boy. Here we go.
No, I don't know. But
There we go.
that's my personal. That's just me. I'm not. That's my personal thing. Some people will say cigars suck. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to start no. I'm just saying like you can go into um a wine place, an alcohol place, and go buy you a cheap port for like $11.
Yeah.
And when you pour it in your glass, if you don't hear the gurgle, don't drink it. Coming out the bottle. If
Right.
you don't hear the coming out the little chug a lug thing
Yeah.
coming out the bottle, you don't waste your time, right? Because a port is supposed to be so thick that
Yeah.
it's supposed to do that coming out of
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And say, Chuck, how cheap is a cheap cigar to you? Like the cheapest cigar that you would smoke.
See, that's the thing. I don't I don't necessarily smoke cigars, even though y'all have seen me smoke the Black and Miles. Black and Miles aren't really cigar. That's really pipe tobacco,
Yeah, cigarillo. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
It's like the mix of a cigar and a cigarette.
right. So it's not, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm not inept enough to speak on that, but I would say maybe like a Garcia Vega or something.
Right.
That's the cheapest
Right.
that I've smoked. Not the ones that you roll up. Like they be like the $10 or $11 joints that
Right.
come singular in the little joint. Yeah, like those.
I, I'm gonna give a pro tip about cigars.
Okay.
Just a pro tip, real quick. And I invite y'all to give me a pro tip about herb, about her herb, right? If you are smoking in a crowd, if you're smoking in a crowd, the cheapest the cigar you should get is $20 or thereabout.
Okay.
Right, right. Like you got to draw a baseline. Like for instance, like when you buy in sneakers, anything under Nike, Reebok, Adidas, be careful, right? Now, I'm not saying buy Jordan. I'm saying anything under Reebok, Adidas, Nike, base level, just be careful, right? So I'm saying with cigars, go onto a cigar website, right? And look at what you think you might like, what fits you. Like if you smoke a certain type of cigarette, keep in mind that you'll probably like the same type of cigar, and the cigar will be the same, just with more intensity, right? It's like if a cigarette is a straw, then a cigar be like a water hose, right? But the same thing is coming through it, right?
Right.
So with me, I don't like intense cigars, right? I don't like all that energy. I don't like the buzz. I don't like my finger in a socket. You know how like some people like certain weed that get them so high they can't function.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like that. Right? Some people that's what they live for. They be so high, all they can do is just sit there dizzy and shit. Like, nah, that ain't me. I like to keep my cool, right? And so with a cigar, I like a medium intensity, but I like for it to be smooth, right? That way, if I want to turn the intensity up, all I got to do is drag a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I don't, then I can just puff. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. And I ain't got to worry about being being too high to function. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, you ever been around people so high that they high as giraffe nuts? You ever seen people that high?
Yes.
I'm like,
I've been that
bro.
high before.
I'm like, what in the world? I heard a dude say, I heard Jimi Hendrix say one time, "Excuse me as I kiss the sky."
Excuse
And I was
me.
thinking, and I'm thinking, who wants to be that high?
Apparently Jimmy.
Yeah, definitely Jimmy. Definitely Jimmy. Because he
I don't
smoked something
want to.
called Purple Haze. He
Oh
smoked
no,
something
no, no,
called
no.
Purple Haze.
No. Purple haze that he was talking about wasn't weed.
It
It
wasn't?
was
Okay,
acid.
okay.
It was acid.
Oh, okay.
It was acid. Like it was purple haze, blue dolphin, and Jerry Garcia talked about the other one. I can't think of the name of that other one right now. I'm not an acid guy, but you know, acid, the LSD world, yeah. So from what I've read, he used to load up like one tab of acid would be enough to do it, but he would put a tab on his tongue, and then he would put a tab under each eyelid, and then several tabs under his headband.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You talking about Jerry Garcia or Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, he definitely would have been on crack, bro.
Yeah.
He definitely would have been on crack, bro. I'm telling you. Crack would have took him out of here.
Yes, there is purple haze out there, bro. Not saying it's not a strain of weed called purple haze, but that's not what Jimi Hendrix was talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's a fact. No, I'm talking to man child. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. And so Chuck, like with me, I like to be in control of myself. Right? Like I like to be in control. Like for instance, I will drink Jaeger and Red Bull. Right? People are like, man, Jaeger and Red Bull. Yeah, man, I'll do some Jaeger and Red Bull. I just like the taste of it because it tastes like when you mix them, they taste like Dr. Pepper to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'll do some of that. Right? I don't do that often, like every now and then, because that's my that's the strip club drink, right? You know how you you're going to the, you know how you you're going out for some lemon pepper wings, and you're gonna be hearing Lil Webby and Boosie all night, Boosie Badass all night. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah. I'm you're gonna be hearing Bun B all night. It Too Short. You know something. Or you're gonna be hearing, you're gonna be going to a place where the premier dancer is gonna come out to that Foxy Brown song, Candy. Yes, then I would do Jaeger and Red Bull, right? Because I want to have that energy, like I want to be smooth and cool, but I want to keep my energy up. And some alcohol you drink make you sleepy or make you tired, and I ain't want to be that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sub is like, that's his halftime joint. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like it just because of the taste of it, right? And since I don't mess around with. Okay, so I'll sound like an old man when I say this, but I don't mess around with the marijuana. I don't see what people get out of it. I tried it and just didn't like it. I don't get what people get out of the reefers. I just don't. Right? But I'll do the cigars though, and the cigars, man, is like perfect. You feel me? Like a dude tried to put me on I went to a function one time in Charleston, South Carolina, and a dude put me on. Well, not even Charleston. We was in a place called Monk's Corner, and the dude put me on a cigar, bro, and we both took like 2 jags of cigar, and my finger was in the socket, and I was like, and when this thing is over, I ain't never touching that thing again. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at him, I'm laughing like, what you put in here? He was like, nothing. It's the way they rolled it. And he laughing. And he laughing. And he laughing. It's like he's shaking. But I know it's not him, it's me. High as giraffe nuts off a cigar. I was like, nah, I ain't, man. Nah. Yeah, man. I just can't mess around, bro. I just can't mess around. And I had the conversation with somebody like, you don't smoke? Much as you I don't smoke, bro. And dudes is like laughing at me, like, yo, man, my man grow his own. Weed is from the earth. Listen, man, I understand. Y'all talking about smoking dirt weed. You know, when y'all smoke, it sounds like firecrackers going off. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? I definitely ain't doing that low quality. You know what I'm saying? I ain't definitely going that. Chuck, is a term I should use right here, lo-fi? Can I say lo-fi for that?
Lo-fi?
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Because it definitely ain't hi-fi. It definitely ain't hi-fi. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just don't get it. And then I see what people are. I saw my man's stash, and then I saw what he was rolling the weed in. I'm like, this is you rolling. First of all, you rolling your weed in a blunt that looked like it. You rolling it in paper that looked like a leaf. I know that ain't no leaf. That ain't no leaf. You rolling it in paper that got run through a machine that make it look like a leaf. So Chuck, you remember in school when you used to make crafts out of construction paper?
Yeah.
These dudes smoking weed out of construction paper almost.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, stop it.
Chuck, I'm serious. I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in general. Like would the perfect thing be to smoke weed out of a bong where there was no
Absolutely.
wrapper at all?
Absolutely.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not knocking weed smokers. What I'm saying is people do it a certain way and then expect I'm just supposed to fall into it. I just, you know.
Well, I think when it comes to there are multiple reasons why people of our community choose to use, you know, blunts and wraps and cigars and all that good stuff, because that's what we've seen other people do.
Right.
And also the bongs and the pipes and stuff just seems very crackish. And that's the last thing you want to do is be looking crackish. But a bong or a pipe, like I got a weed pipe in here. And I use that quite a bit.
Okay.
If I'm not using my raw hemp paper, which is basically rolling weed in weed.
And weed, yeah.
You know, but smoking it in general is just bad. Because smoking is not good for your lungs.
Yeah.
So vaping or edibles is probably the best way to go. But I can promise you this: vaping, I don't like that high.
Okay.
You can't control that high.
Vaping.
Yeah, because you don't know how much vape to take or not. You just be, you know, when you get the little balloon and oh, okay, and you go ahead and hit the whole balloon because it's nothing, like it's only air. It's not like you feel a burning sensation or anything. Nah, man, you just, it's like corn liquor when it's made good. Oh,
Yeah.
you can't really taste it, and
Yeah.
you'll keep drinking and drinking
Yeah. And drinking.
and drinking some more.
And then the next thing you know, somebody dragging you to the car and you like, how my pants get wet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you done peed on
You
you
peed on
pissy
yourself,
drunk.
fool. Oh man, knock on wood, man. I had uncles, man, that they used to get drunk off corn liquor and fall asleep on the railroad track.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta go get them off the railroad track, cause that train coming in another hour.
Yep. Yep.
And they was
I
a
had
line. That train came the exact same time every day.
every day. I had an uncle that fell through the spade table. Chuck, we outside playing spades. We got us a little fire barrel, a little grill, a cooler, right? The picnic table, and then the spade table. It's just men out there, right? My uncle is out there drinking stump. They're like, all right now. They trying to tell him, hey, that stump ain't no joke. Hey, I'm the iron gut. And I never forget, my pops was like, you know, saying God rest his dead. My pops was like, I bet you is. Right. About an hour later, Chuck, he said, I'm going to go over here and water the plants. And Unc stood up with those stack heel shoes on. You know, Stacy, you know, Chuck, you know the dress shoes with the heel on it?
Yeah.
You know, so he stand up and mess around and hit one of them tree root. And yeah, mess around and hit one of Soul Finger, know what I'm saying? Hey, Soul Finger, mess around and hit one of them tree root. And what? And Timber. Like we was all drunk, right? But not pissy drunk like him. Like we was all feeling good, right? We could see him leaning, coming that way. We could see the shadow come across the spade table, right? I got my hand up. I'm about to look. Boom! And the spade table, and you know what the spade table was? It wasn't nothing but like some cardboard stacked on top of some milk crate, right? And so that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? My man fell through that and Chuck and couldn't get up. He trying to hold his hand on the ground. He burning rubber, like he trying to get up, but his dress shoes on the dirt ain't kind of coordinated. So he out there burning rubber. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. No, he ain't tuck and roll. No, he ain't do no PLF. Hey, Soul Finger, this was no outgoing personnel stand up. No, it was none of that, bro. It was no sound off for the equipment check. None of that. It was none of that red light, you know, green light, everybody, you know, stand up, and none of that. My man just boom, and we like, oh boy. And then the funny part, and this was before camera phones, right? So couldn't nobody record it. But he on the ground, like in a 3-point stance, trying to get up, but his feet sliding. And we're like, what? What in the world? And then my uncles and them was too drunk. They trying to get up, and they a little older. They trying to get up out the chair. Oh Lord, somebody get him! Man, hilarious, hilarious, Chuck. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't be wanting to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that was hilarious.
Yeah, man. That's why, you know.
Oh,
hey, so everybody, I'm probably gonna do the Knicks morning drive for about 3 hours today, right? 3.5, maybe 4. It depends on how things go. So I'll do the KMD probably 3 hours or so, and I'm definitely doing a Knicks at Night podcast tonight also. I'm gonna try to jump on with Sim and those guys mid-evening if they do something. But so with that said, Chuck, I'm gonna have to wrap right here so I can get me a few Z's before I jump on to do the KMD.
Absolutely, sir. No problem.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you everybody for coming out, hanging out with us.
Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that when we upload or go live, you'll know and you'll come kick it with us. We'll thank everybody for coming through. Until tomorrow, man. Have a good day. Peace.
Peace, y'all.